Hello and welcome to this new section on adopting Lean and Six Sigma methodology for revenue cycle management excellence. So in this particular section, we'll help you learn and get an in-depth view of how to adopt Lean and Six Sigma methodologies to implement RCM excellence in your organization. And we will begin by talking about Lean first, Lean thinking for process optimization. So question is how to adopt Lean and Six Sigma methodologies. Any thoughts? See, applying, there are two things as we were saying. You need to first use lean thinking for process optimization, where you apply lean principles to identify and eliminate waste in the revenue cycle process, such as unnecessary delays, errors, or redundant steps. Streamlining workflows can significantly improve efficiency and reduce the cost of collection. Second thing would be to use Six Sigma techniques to reduce variability and improve the quality of RCM processes. For example, you can use Six Sigma to identify common sources of errors in claim submissions and develop targeted strategies to eliminate these issues. So this is how you can adopt Lean and Six Sigma at a top line. Now, the question is, how can you apply lean principles to identify and eliminate waste? Let's take a look at that. So, before we look at what are the things that you can do, let's kind of understand that applying lean principles to revenue cycle processes involves identifying and eliminating inefficiencies or what is called waste that does not add value to patient experience or organization's financial performance, either of them. This approach can streamline RCM workflows, improve cash flows, and enhance overall efficiencies. Now, what are the various steps that you can take to apply lean principles to improve your revenue cycle? Let's take a look at that. So, first you need to do is to identify value for the patient's perspective, and for that you need to map the patient's journey. Analyze each step from a patient's initial contact through to final payment, and there you focus on steps that directly impact patient satisfaction, transparency, and ease of service. Then you define value in RCM. Identify which activities add value, for example, accurate billing, timely follow-ups, etc. And those which did not, like redundant data entry, billing errors. Anything that does not improve patient care, satisfaction, and prompt payment is a potential waste. So, like this, identify value from a patient's perspective. Then you map the current revenue cycle process, right? Which is called value stream mapping. So you create a detailed process map where you outline each step in the revenue cycle from patient scheduling to registration to coding to billing and collection. Include details on how long each step takes, which departments are involved, and where information handoff happens. Pinpoint areas that consistently cause delays and errors. For example, manual data entry, coding, lengthy claim processing, or multiple hands-off. And measure the time resources, the financial impact associated with each wasteful activity, and this can help you prioritize where should you make improvement. So like this, measure the time, resources, and financial impact associated with each wasteful activity that you identified earlier, right? Then you classify waste using the 8 wastes of lean. And what are these 8 wastes? The first one is the defects, which are the errors in coding, claims, or billing that leads to denial or delayed payments. Example, incorrect patient information, which causes claim rejections. Overproduction, generating more reports and data than necessary. For example, creating detailed reports that no one uses for decision making. Waiting, delays in processing, such as waiting for approvals or documentation. Say, insurance verification delays at the point of service. Non-utilized talent, right? Not utilizing the skills and knowledge of the employees. Say, for example, front-end staff handling redundant tasks instead of patient interactions. Transportation, unnecessary movement of information or paperwork between departments. Say, for example, again, paper-based records that are physically transferred instead of digital data sharing. Inventory, backlogs of unprocessed claims or patient billing information, a high volume of claims held up in coding due to limited coding staff, inefficient layout or excessive clicking through the system, the motion. And there one example could be to the staff navigating multiple systems to gather information, and excessive processing, performing more work than necessary to achieve the same outcome. Say, for example, manually entering data multiple times due to unintegrated system. So classify waste using the 8 ways of lean. Then eliminate or reduce waste using lean tools, right? And what are the things that you can do? You could standardize workflows where you create standardized procedures for patient registration, eligibility verification, coding, and billing. Ensure each step is optimized for efficiency. You could also use 5S methodology: sort, set, in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. 5S. Organize workspaces, digital files, and patient information systems to improve accessibility and reduce motion and waiting time. Also, you could use Pokayuk, right? Error proofing. Implement safeguards against common errors such as an automated eligibility check or coding verification to reduce defects in the claim. And the continuous flow. Aim for seamless, uninterrupted flow of work by reducing handoffs and streamlining communication between departments. So use these lean tools to eliminate and reduce the waste. Implement automation and technology for repetitive tasks. Automate data entry and verification. Use RCM software to automate patient registration, insurance verification, and coding, which can reduce the need for manual data entry and minimize errors as well. Use real-time analytics by implementing analytics to predict denials, identify coding errors, and flag claims likely to be delayed. That will allow your staff to proactively address these issues. And integrate systems. Ensure that EHR and billing systems are integrated to minimize data duplications, reduce handoffs, and improve workflow effectively. Establish a continuous improvement culture, and this is one important thing. Encourage staff involve frontline staff in identifying and eliminating waste. They can offer valuable insights into inefficiencies and suggest practical solutions. Implement Kaizen, continuous improvement. Hold regular Kaizen sessions where team members brainstorm ways to improve processes, then test and implement small incremental changes, and monitor and adjust regularly. Track the RCM KPIs such as AR days, denial rates, and cost to collect to assess improvements. Continuously refine processes based on the performance data. Conduct root cause analysis for denials and delays. You could use 5Y method as you see here for recurring issues like claim denials or payment delays, denials or payment delays. Ask why 5 times to uncover the systemic root cause. And this helps in identifying the underlying problems and the causes rather than addressing the symptom. Once the root cause is implemented, take targeted actions such as additional training for staff on coding or implementing automated checks for insurance verification. Monitor, keep KPIs and benchmarking, right? Track lean matrices, monitor cycle time, claim denial rates, AR days, first pass resolution rate to gauge improvements, and use these matrices to assess the effectiveness of the lean efforts. Compare your performance metrics with industry benchmarks to see how your organization measures up and identify additional areas of improvement. So monitor KPIs and use and benchmarking to identify and keep improving. So what is next? So having looked at how to use lean thinking for process optimization of RCM, we will now look at how to use Six Sigma for quality improvement in the next lecture. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture on adopting Lean and Six Sigma methodologies in this course, Master in Revenue Cycle Management. I hope you are continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that is of specific interest to you.